Alright, YouTube, it's Shadow King Nasru, and I'm here with a review of Dragon Ball Z Kai, episode 125. We start off the episode with Videl, Bulma, and Chi-Chi grieving over the deaths of Gohan and Vegeta. Well, just Bulma and Videl. Chi-Chi was so shocked by the death of Gohan that she fainted, thinking that she's lost both her husband and her firstborn son to the afterlife. Wow, that would be really depressing if that really happened. However, Videl is rather skeptical that Gohan is dead since there hasn't been a body found. But Krillin says that since they can't sense any ki, it must mean that Gohan is dead. Fortunately, though, Gohan is not dead, because he is on Supreme Kai's world, trying to pick up the Z Sword from its resting place. Which, as I said in the last episode, the Z Sword is pretty much Dragon Ball Z's version of Excalibur. And Gohan has a tough time pulling it out, but manages to do so by turning into Super Saiyan 2. And, however, he's unable to wield it properly because it's still too heavy for him to fight with a proper balance and all that. And Kibito kind of says that he can't access the Z-Sword's true potential until he learns to master it with balance and grace. And Gohan says that he should try it himself. And Kibito can't even lift it from the ground. But Kibito says that it's his job to use the Z-Sword, not his. Which is, he's referring to Gohan's job. Then we cut back to Kami's Lookout, where Goku's giving the Goten and Trunks the basics of fusion, saying that it'll give them incredible power if they learn to master it, but it'll only last 30 minutes. And if the fusion runs out, they won't be able to fuse for about an hour. And Piccolo says, will that be enough time? And Goku says, with all that excess power, yeah, it should be enough for them to defeat Majin Buu. Sure, why not? Goku had a lot of power, and it took him more or less 5 minutes to defeat Frieza and escape. Anyway, Goten and Trunks are rather upset at Goku because they want to understand how could Gohan and Vegeta die without Goku helping him, and he said he got knocked out. And Trunks says that, did you get knocked out or were you just really weak? And Goten says that they can't, what good is the fusion, is learning fusion from someone who's really weak. And Goku says that, he's not actually weak. He is still one of the strongest characters in there. Actually, he actually would be the strongest of the Z fighters at this point. But he says that compared to Majin Buu, he probably is weak. But with his fusion technique, it will ensure that they can defeat Majin Buu. Speaking of which, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. So he convinces them to learn the fusion technique, and the first step was to match their ki. And they start off by turning into Super Saiyan to reach their full power. And Trunks is having 1 year experience more than Goten. He is naturally stronger than Goten. So Goku tells him that in order for the fusion to work, your ki has to match. So Trunks has to lower his ki to match Goten's. But Trunks says that it's really hard to do that. So they decide to do that in just regular form, and then they'll work up to Super Saiyan. And uh, Krillin was watching this a little bit, and was reminiscing to Dragon Ball, wondering if it was if they had tried to do the fusion technique, maybe his ki would have been higher than Goku's at that point in time. Yeah, Krillin, he's a Saiyan. He would naturally be stronger than you. So that's just wishful thinking. But then we cut to Majin Buu and Babidi, who had just reached a highly populated city and have yet to hear any information about where Piccolo, Trunks, and Goten are, so they can get revenge. And so they, once again, kill off the population by turning him into candy, specifically chocolate. And when Majin Buu suddenly gets full, Majin Buu getting full, you'd think he was a bombless void. Uh, and he ultimately decides to destroy the candy along with the huge city. And then they fly off. And then they go to another city, and this time the rather obese middle-aged lady from the World Martial Arts Tournament informs Babidi that Trunks lives in Capsule Corp in Metro City. Metro West City. And she continues to babble on about how her son's defeat was a mere fluke and that they had the flu and blah blah blah. And Babidi doesn't want to hear that shit. And he says that he thanks her for the information, but if she keeps on blabbering, he's threatens to kill her, which is a nice bit. Good job, Babidi. I was getting sick of listening to her too. And the episode ends off with Babidi saying that they're heading to Metro City and Trunks better be there, or everybody in that city is going to die. This was a pretty nice episode. Well, starting off with everybody getting ready for training to learn how to get the power they need to defeat Majin Buu, with Gohan learning to master the Z Sword, and Goten and Trunks learning how to do fusion. And with the approaching of Majin Buu towards Capsule Corp, that means next episode we're going to see Goku turn Super Saiyan 3 on Dragon Ball Z Kai. Oh my god, I'm already excited and it hasn't even come out yet. Oh, you have no idea how excited I am to see that episode. Oh, I'll get you guys later.